What's up, Mananap? Welcome to this tutorial. So for today, we are going to continue about the some DDL scripts that I have not discussed earlier. So this time, I'm going to focus on the alter, change, and alter modify. Okay, so let's now head back to our CLI. So upon last time, what we did was we created a copy of our table with the pet copy as well as the pet new, but we actually removed that one. So we only leaving us with the two tables of only. Now this time, by the way, I just forgot to somebody asked me about what if, sir, if you're going to remove the columns of the table, what if you just have shown or demonstrated only one column, but what if you're going to remove two columns? So in that particular, if that is the case, so let's say we are going to describe TBL pet copy. So here, yeah. So let's say for an instance, we are going to remove pet first and pet name. So all you just need to do in is to do this one, alter table tpl pet new and then drop. So in other in like normal or like SQL, I guess in MS SQL Server, you just have to do this one, like pet first, then uh, say name. So you plan to remove pet first and pet name. But here in MySQL, it's actually not going to work. So the only way for this to work is you need to retype or rewrite again draft. By the way, in terms of the SQL rather or SQL, it differ on whatever server you are actually using. Like if you're, but most of the SQL statements are actually the same. Only that they may differ in only like minimal, only like parang in layman's term, paggamay lang na syntax. So like if you're using MS SQL or MySQL or Oracle, probably Oracle is different. It's like something like medyo different siya from MySQL and MS SQL. Pero there are also that are like the same. Or if you are using SQLite or whatever SQL server is that. So naadyo siya yung syntax na dili the same. Okay? So especially this one. Okay? So this time I'm going to enter this one. So TBL pet new. So pet copy pala. So TBL pet copy. So by the way, I'm going to go back with since mali de ang name ang na to, ang table na to. So we have here. So it is not actually being read as like valid. So let's have here drop. So there you are. Upon describing now your TBL pet copy, so you have here, you don't have now pet first and name. Okay. So, but this time we are going to focus on the changing of the a specific or a certain column. So let's say for an instance, uh, let's describe our TBL pet. Okay. So we are now going to focus on this. So let's say among all, we have here the name as well as the gender. So the name, you want to make this name to follow the convention in naming, like it has a prefix of pet. So all you just need to do is, what are you going to do? Is it change or is it modify? For this matter, you will need to use the change rather than modify. So for instance, alter table tbl pet, and then I'm going to use modify for this. So modify name, pet name, and then var let's say 30. So let's see if this one would work. So modify alter table tbl pet, modify name pet name var 30. So it seems like it does not work. So my theory is right. So therefore you will need to use change. By the way, you can have change column or modify column, but again, the same with add and add column. Either it has column or not, after all, it's actually read by our translator. So alter table TBL pet change name pet to pet name varchar. So there you are. If we are going to describe our table now, we would have an amazing word. We would now have a pet name, from name to pet name. So we'll do the same for our pet gender. So pet gender. So again, going back, change pet gender. If you want to change two columns, you just have to use change again. On again, the same with what we did earlier in wrapping the column. So pet gender, and then we have here car six. Okay. So after this, okay. What happened? Why I'm still using name? So it should be gender. Pet gender. Okay, so upon describing, have here how we have now pet gender and pet age. Okay, so let's say when are you going to use modify? So you will only use modify if you're going to modify the type, okay, not the name, not the field, not the column or the field or the field name or the column name. So let's say for an instance, you want to change the let's say pet name into, instead of 30 bar card 30, you want to change it by like 50. So all you just need to do is change, say let's try, okay? So we have here, uh, let's see if it works with change. So let's say we have here TBL change pet name, and then you have your bar car 50. Okay, so change pet name, instead of it can only store up to 30 characters. You decided to change it, it would actually store up to 50 characters. So yeah, so I guess it's wrong. Therefore, you will need to, so the best or the right SQL to be used is modify. To modify pet name varchar to 50. There. So if upon describing the table, it is now changed to 50. You can also modify the arrangement of your using modify. So instead of, I mean, you cannot use the like the order of the columns. Okay. Let's say you want the pet own, let's say pet gender and pet age will be swap its position. So you cannot use the change. Okay, the right SQL for that is modify. So let's try. So let's say for an instance, alter TBL pet change a pet name, no, pet gender uh, after uh, pet age, something like this. So you cannot do that. So we can only do that for modify. Okay, so modify. I'm so sorry. Wait. Pet age. Yeah, you can only. Let's try. I just maybe I what we call this one. Modify pet gender. Sorry. Modify pet gender. Um, After pet age. Did I miss something? Wait. In that. So modify name. So modify, modify pet gender, wait for a while. So this is what I actually I meant earlier. So pet gender, sorry. So we have, let's say, car or var car. I will need to change this to, let's say, car, var car. Let's say, I decided na pwede siya magdawat of transgender or something like that. So, I would need to change this to 50 after, let's say, that age. So, just to make it like right. Okay. So, there. Okay. So, we will now describe this table. So, the age and the gender now is nag-swap na siya with the position. So, nauna na sa age, after the gender. So probably you will just need to, yeah, by the way, tiny int, we used tiny int earlier. Where is it? Ah, yeah, for tama din. So, no, erase that. So, again, what we did is we just actually swapped the order of age and gender. Okay, so I guess that would be all. And thank you for watching this tutorial, and I please don't forget to share and to subscribe my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye.